What is going on, Amazon sellers? Welcome to the Flips Nation channel. If you're new here, my name is Rob. I'm a six-figure Amazon seller, and I've been selling for a little over 2 years now. And in this video, I'll be going over to my computer to show you exactly how to get ungated in over-the-counter products and brands. These kind of ungates are different than your typical ungates just because they need a little more additional information from the FBA website. If you do find value in this video, please consider dropping me a like and subscribing to the channel just to get this information out to other sellers that may need it. In addition to that, please consider joining the 100% free Amazon FBA Discord group. That is in the link below. Over 1,000 members have already joined. Free information, free resources, in addition to the free 100% free Amazon FBA online arbitrage course. That is also on my website, jam-packed information, bunch of videos just to help you get started selling on Amazon. In addition to that, if you're interested in our leads list, that's also there. 60 leads a month, 3 to 4 sent every day, Monday through Friday, straight to your inbox or within a Discord group if you join that way. Now, aside from all that, let's get on with this video. I'm going to jump over to my computer to show you exactly how to get ungated in whatever over-the-counter brand you are looking for. All right, so here I am on my computer, and I'll show you how to use two sites to do an over-the-counter product ungate. The first one that I'll use an example for over-the-counter product ungate is the brand Motrin. Everyone's familiar with Motrin, right? It's one of the over-the-counter products on Amazon, everywhere in general. And the site that we'll be using, as you can see, is Target. Why? Because with Target, once you order via shipping, and after it is shipped, you can actually get the PDF version of the invoice on your Target account, summary, order history, whatever you want to call it. You can go to your order number and you'll be able to download the PDF version of your invoice. You can also wait for the shipping, of course, and get the paper copy, but this way saves you time and you can upload as soon as possible rather than wait those 3 to 5 business days or whatever for the product to arrive at your door. All right, so let's first search Motrin on Target. And like I said, I'll be using Motrin as the example. Excuse me. I'll be using Motrin as the example. However, of course, you can use this same example for whatever other OTC product ungate you are trying to achieve. So after I've searched and I scroll down, obviously there's going to be abundant of various different variations and just products from Motrin brand, right? So one tricky thing about Amazon is that, one tricky thing about Target is that some units, they allow you to purchase over 10 units, whereas some don't. It gives you a maximum order quantity of 6. So if you're new to Amazon, just FYI, Amazon requires you to show a minimum of 10 units purchased of the product and brand that you're attempting to ungate. And also, just as important, your billing name and address must match the account information that's on your Amazon Seller Central account. I'll go over that a little bit more towards the ending of the video. But just FYI, the shipping address can be different, but your billing address that you use on your Target account credit card information must match what's on your Seller Central account, right? So like I said earlier, be careful. Target's going to allow you a maximum of 6 units on some, while it allows you to buy at least 10 on others. So I have been told that you can purchase multiple invoices and have that add up to over 10 units. So that can be a way to circumvent the maximum order dilemma with Target to obtain that minimum 10 unit count. And if you need a detailed guide on what to show on your invoice, what to highlight, stuff like that, please check out the Nike Ungate video that I pinned in the comments. That goes much more in depth on the actual invoice itself. This video, I'm going to brush over the invoice for sure, but it's more so going to be where to go and how to ungate and what products to find for this OTC ungate. So looking through here, we're going to click on, let's try this one right here. Delivery, shipping. And you can see that this one allows us to, if it lets me here and zoom out a little bit. This one allows me to buy 10 units, right? And in addition to that, it gives us information about the product itself. Specifically, I want to be able to see that NDC number. Where is it? There it is. NDC, you can kind of zoom in a little bit. And you can see the NDC kind of, dang it. You should be able to make it out. I mean, take a snapshot, kind of zoom in, but you should be able to legibly see that NDC number because that will come into play later on. Now, we're going to copy this title and we're going to go over to Amazon. All right, so we're going to paste that title into the search tab on Amazon, and we're going to be looking for that exact product, right? So make sure it matches. It's this, the one we're using right here for our example is this children's Motrin berry flavor, 4 fluid ounces. So I think this one is it. Right? Right. Oh, no, it's not. It's 1 fluid ounce. So let's back up. This one's the dye-free. I think the dye-free was separate, right? Yep. No, it's the same 1 ounces. All right, here we are. Oh, that's dye-free, dye-free. Not sure if that really matters, but here we go. All right. So for this one, we want to make sure it matches what we saw on Target, right? Like I said previously. Looking at this real quick, it's a 4 ounce, 4 fluid ounces, right? 120 ml. Ages 2 to 11, children's Motrin. Let's see the NDC number if we can see it. 50580 601 20. You can't see the NDC number here. Then you can see it over here. 50580 601 20. So this obviously matches. But overall, this matches, right? It's the children's Motrin oral suspension, 4 ounce for ages 2 to 11, and it's the 100 milligrams per 5 ml. 4 fluid ounces, right? So that's good to go. Confirm, same thing here. 4 fluid ounces, children's Motrin, 100 milligrams per 5 ml. All right, so next step is we want to grab the ASIN or the identifier of this product. And what I use is BuyBot Pro, as you can tell on this right side panel. I just copy the ASIN right here. Normally, this BuyBot Pro tool is what I use to find profitable products. If you want a free trial of BuyBot Pro, you can find that in the link below, as well as detailed videos on how I find profitable products that you can find in the description below as well using BuyBot Pro. If you don't have any sort of sales estimator or ASIN grabber, of course, you can just find it up here in the URL. This one ending in 4H8, same thing, right? So you can copy the ASIN this way if you don't have an extension BuyBot Pro or anything like that. Now that we have the ASIN, we want to go over to the Amazon Seller Central account and attempt to add this to our inventory, which will then prompt an Ungate, right? Or prompt you to request for an Ungate. And now for me, as you can see on BuyBot Pro right here, can I sell this? Yes, I'm already ungated on this brand Motrin. So I'm going to use another ASIN that I am gated on as an example to show you what you need to do. All right, so now that we have the ASIN, meaning you've copied it and it's on your clipboard, we're going to paste it in the search bar to attempt to add the product to our inventory. Again, I'm using the example ASIN since I'm already ungated on Motrin, but you're going to be using the ASIN that you grab for whatever over-the-counter product you're trying to ungate. So click search here. All right, so now we go drop down to new and click apply to sell. All right, so request approval. Now it's going to prompt us to select one or the other. We're obviously a reseller or a distributor. So we don't have any kind of letter from the brand authorizing, right? So click this one, and now it drops down to let us add some sort of invoice. All right, so let's go through these requirements, something that I alluded to earlier in this video. We'll go more in depth here, right? So the documents must meet the following requirements: dated on or after July, which is within 180 days, to show that you purchased it recently. It includes your name and address, again, matching the information on your Seller Central account, something I mentioned earlier. Includes the name and address of the manufacturer or the distributor, and shows a combined purchase of at least 10 units. Again, highlighting the fact that it says combined, right? So I think that's why you can have multiple invoices. So if you have a 6 maximum on Target, buy 6 and buy 4, so now you have a total of 10. You can attach both those invoices to show that total quantity purchased. So what I do is with my invoice, I open it up and I highlight online. You can highlight, it's not really fragmenting or altering the PDF in any way, right? You're just highlighting just to make it more convenient for the Seller Central support to look at your invoice and find the exact information that they're looking for. All right, so I made a dummy invoice just to kind of show you exactly what to do. We have our highlighter tool. I would highlight the Target branding and where it says Target. highlight the date that it was purchased, right? Highlight your name and first name and last name, excuse me, that matches your Seller Central account. Highlight name and address, and then also the quantity, total quantity that you purchased. Some of these Target invoice, I know one of the things it says is show your, the manufacturer, distributor's name and address. The Target invoice don't show their actual address, but what you can do is use the store locator for Target and find the store that's close to you and just take a snapshot of their address and attach it to the invoice. As a matter of fact, let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about here. And I can just take a snapshot of this, right? Take the snipping tool and just do this right here. And then I would take a highlighter and I would just highlight this information and I would add that to the invoice, make it a second sheet on that PDF. You can use, go to combinedpdf.com, and what you can do is just, well, I won't show there, but and you can just add the two PDFs, your invoice PDF and then the snapshot that you made, add it and have it combined. So now you have the full packet, if you will, to upload to Amazon, right? So you would have your invoice on sheet 1, and then when you combine it, you'll have this information on that second sheet that essentially has pretty much the address of the target, right? Now, moving along, this would essentially all that you would need to do for most Ungates. I would check mark each of these and then upload the invoice here. And then on the optional comments, I would just say greetings. Greetings. Attached is the required invoice with the relevant information highlighted. Please Ungate. Thanks. Something like that, right? Again, this would usually all that I would need to do for most Ungates. However, for an over-the-counter product, you also need to show FDA information, show that it is registered with the FDA, which brings on a phase 2 for this Ungate. So what we're going to do is go over to the Orange Book. Oops, sorry, FDA. Did I say FTC? FDA. And we go to the Orange Book, search the Orange Book database. And what are we ungetting right now? We're doing the Motrin, right? So we're going to search Motrin, and we're going to scroll down and just find the one that matches what we're trying to ungate. So looking back, we'll go back over and we'll check, right? It's an oral suspension. So let's go over here. Oral suspension, the route and the dosage form. 100 milligrams for 5 milligrams, is that right? I think that we went over that. 100 milligrams per 5 milligrams is correct, and it is the children's Motrin, right? So now what we're going to do is click on the application number, and we're going to snapshot this whole thing right here, right? I'll snapshot this as well as copy over this link to also attach to the second portion that it asks for, which warrants this phase 2, grabbing this information from the FDA website. In addition to that, we're going to do one more thing that really just is more of a supporting document. I don't think it's actually required, but I do just in case, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go and search FDA NDC lookup, National NDC, National Drug Code. And remember, we were looking earlier at the NDC number. Drop down, go to the NDC code. What was that NDC code? This one was kind of hard to see on this one, but I think we can make it out. 50580. 50580 dash, what was it? 60120. 601-20. And there it is, right? I would also then take a snapshot of this and also attach that to the second part of the warranting this FDA information, right? So now we know that there's an approved application that we took a snapshot earlier, approved application information that they want to see, as well as this NDC number that matches what's on the outside of the bottle, just to show them that they are registered with the FDA and everything matches with the product that we're trying to ungate. And then we're gonna go back over here and upload, again, the brand that I'm using as an example is not an over-the-counter brand, just because I'm ungated for all over-the-counter products that is even able to be ungated for. But this one, for your actual over-the-counter brand, you're gonna have a second portion here that's asking for this FDA documents, invoice information. You're gonna upload it there, and then you're gonna hit submit. Well, you're gonna wanna add your email address, of course, and your phone number if you want, and then you can hit submit. And usually it takes a few days for a ungate to come back. In the event it comes back and it declines your ungate, which happens a lot, if you have any specific questions on why something got denied or declined, feel free to join the Discord server, link below. That's kind of the best way to contact me. Or on Instagram as well, you can find my at FlipsNation24 is my Instagram. Link is also below. Twitter also at FlipsNation. So again, if you get denied, double check, make sure everything's highlighted that we were talking about. I had a few people who've reached out to me and wondering why their application got denied. Upon looking, they just forgot to highlight or show the units or the quantity purchased, or it didn't meet the minimum, right? So you have to have your 10 units purchase minimum. Also show the date, right? Name and address, matches your Seller Central account, and of course the target branding or whatever distributor you're using, their branding. All right, and then I was going to show you guys one more website that you can use, and this one's actually a distributor. It's not a retail store like Tylenol. It's called Wieners, wienersltd.com. If you can see on the top here, wienersltd.com, and you can find Tylenol here. You can find just about anything, Advil, and obviously you can buy well over 10 units. This is an actual distributor, not a retail store. So they're going to send you an invoice, same process, right? Highlight the relevant information on the invoice. Of course, match the product. Make sure the product that you're buying from here matches what you're trying to ungate on the Amazon listing itself. Obviously, there's an abundant amount of listings, always different variation. So, use some discernment. Make sure you're actually ungating for the right thing, right? If you have that wrong, then you're going to get denied, obviously. So this is another great tool, great website that you can use. Target is the way to go for me, just because I can get that PDF really quickly. But Wieners has an abundant amount of different OTC, not just OTC, a lot of other different products, groceries, whatever, that you want to get ungated for. So hopefully giving you both of these resources will help your ungating process for whatever brand you're trying to ungate. And that really wraps it up, guys. Again, if you wanted to see a more detailed invoice, how to ungate that concept, that's in the Nike Ungate video below. But other than that, that's kind of it. I appreciate y'all watching this on the screen guide on how to ungate OTC product. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did find value in this content, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. If you need a free resource, free community, the online arbitrage course, as well as the Discord group is in the link below. If you're interested in our leads list, we send out 60 leads a month, 3 or 4 every single day, straight to your inbox or Discord group. We have a 25% off sale for New Year's going on right now, so jump on that while those coupons are limited. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next video.